Hey, this is Joel with American Giants, another weekly episode about muffler men, and coming to the end of certainly the warm weather here. Probably going to be one of my last videos outdoor with my purple horse. Some of you may wonder where this guy is from, and from my knowledge, he's Phoenix, Arizona area. He was in an art show where all the streets were filled with fiberglass horses that were painted different colors by different artists. And I think this one was painted by Jan Taylor, and I picked it up in Colorado Springs a year or two ago, and seems like a good backdrop. I'd like to get some other items eventually, but today's about the Highway Cafe in Vinita, Oklahoma. We just did a documentary on Mary Beth and Bucks, so how appropriate to be moving north up Route 66 in the great state of Oklahoma, where we've seen so much change with Route 66 and attractions, and especially muffler men. The people who live in Oklahoma have really gotten on board with the program. This is run by Beth Hilburn and her family. I've met her once, but Regiant is really good friends with her and her family as well, and they've done a lot of work. You can see she hooked me up with a shirt here, and they've got the Native American from Massachusetts. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, the Bell Plastics muffler man that did a tour for Mobil One. They also have a Bob's Big Boy. And I don't think Beth talks about it in this episode because it hadn't happened yet, but American Giants did the sale of the Chef Muffler Man made by Mark Klein. It was down in Springfield, Missouri. The Highway Cafe purchased it. So that is going to be a new addition that you'll probably see up for the centennial next year. I've always appreciated Beth and her family and the Highway Cafe, and we'll let her tell you all about it.
Hi, my name is Beth Hilburn. I'm from the Highway Cafe in Vinita, Oklahoma. The Highway Cafe was built in 1963 by Tom Schwartz, and he actually designed the cafe as well as the neon sign that we have out front. So my family actually purchased the Western Motel, which is right next door to the highway. In 2001, my father and mother, Bill and Barbara Wood, purchased it and owned the motel for several years before the Highway Cafe came up for sale. So once it came up for sale, my dad approached me and said he would like to purchase the Highway Cafe just because of the location and for business reasons. And he asked my husband and I to kind of just get it off the ground and get it started. And that was 14 and a half years ago now. So we are the proud owners of the Highway Cafe, and we worked really hard to try to put it on the map for Vinita, Oklahoma and Northeast Oklahoma as well. I had traveled south to Texas a lot as a young kid, and I remember seeing a couple giants on the road. And I believe I even took some pictures with those as a kid. So I certainly never thought I would own one, let alone two. And now I have a very strong addiction with muffler men and neon as well. So I think I've just kind of dove hard into the nostalgia of Route 66 and kind of what that means for Americana things. In 2022, we worked with the Mobil One company who came through, and basically they started a campaign that was called Keep Route 66 Kicking. And for that campaign, they built a 21-foot muffler man, and he was staged out in Santa Monica on the pier, and he was there for about a month before they started their campaign. And the thought process was, instead of spending money on television ads, that they would invest their money in small businesses across the route, and to try to encourage people to get out and drive during COVID. So they came through. They wanted to know if we would be interested in working with them. We were very excited to be part of that promotion. And we were chosen to be the final stop for their muffler man. They traveled him all the way up to Litchfield, Illinois, and then turned him around and came back here. And it was quite a production to see him go up. They had him on a semi. They had a crane that was involved, and it was really interesting to see this mobile man, basically. And so we put him up. We had him up for 3 weeks during November of 2022. And at that time, we attempted our Guinness Book of World Record. For the Highway Cafe, we chose to sticker a 1963 AMC Rambler. With the body of the car is covered with 60,066 individual stickers that are all numbered and all unique. And they make this really cool mural across the car. For us, it just depicts everything I could ever dream for as a roadside attraction, and it just fit nicely with the Muffler Man that they used for their promotion. At the end of it, they were taking the big guy down, and I kind of started talking to him. I said, what do you do with him after you've used him? Where do you retire a 20 something foot giant? And they said, oh, we'll take him back to California. We'll put him on a movie set. We'll use him for, a backdrop in movies or something. And I just almost cringed inside, because to me, he had traveled Route 66 and he deserved and he needed to live on Route 66. And he had the suitcase to prove it. And for me, the suitcase was the best accessory that any mobile man has out there. He has the stickers on there that shows where he's traveled. And I remember as a kid having a suitcase that said "Going to Grandma's," and it had stickers on it. And so for me, the suitcase was definitely part of the attraction. And I went to work to try to purchase the Mobil Man at that time. I think my husband thought I was absolutely crazy, because I just was in love with this Muffler Man, and I just really did not want to see him go anywhere. We worked really hard. It took us 9 months to actually make that purchase. With the Mobil One company, they had 13 lawyers that it had to go through. So it was a lengthy process. We kind of stayed the course, and we said, nope, we're not going anywhere. We want to bring that Muffler Man here. So after the 9 months and we got the deal done, we brought him back here, trucked him in and put him up. We had already poured the pad. We were really optimistic. We were ready for him. And so we put him up, and at the time we had to make some changes. His lapel said Mobil One on it. We had to take their insignias off. And so my father had just passed away after owning the motel for 20 something years, and the cafe. And so we just decided that lovingly we would call him Big Bill, after my dad, Bill Wood. And so that's what we did. We got a new name tag for him and slapped it on, and up went Big Bill in June of 2023. We have taken down his sign, and a lot of people ask me about that sign. He had a sign that he held that said "Keep Route 66 Kicking," which was the campaign that Mobil One had. The sign was made as a temporary, just a traveling as accessory for him, and it was made out of wood, and over time it just fell apart. We've kind of kicked around having something new for him to hold, but I'll be honest, in the Oklahoma winds, we're really wanting to pick something that works well and isn't such a wind shear. So we're out here in Vinita with really no wind block at all, and so I want to make sure that we pick something that's appropriate for that. It was a very delicate issue for us. You actually called me and said that you knew of an Indian that was for sale, and I actually said yes to you before I ever said anything to my husband. And I love the idea. I thought, I am in Oklahoma, where Native American heritage is just beloved, and I knew that we could make a good home for him. I wasn't trying to depict him as Cherokee or Delaware. I think at some point in time I mentioned that I am both Cherokee and Delaware, but I was not saying that he was either one of those. I have now recognized and actually been educated that he's a Plains Indian, and so we have moved him. We have put him up. We've not changed his name. A lot of the people from Shelburne Falls asked me, if we were going to change his name, and we are not changing his name. He's still lovingly called the Big Indian here, just like he was there. The Big Indian was the first time that we'd ever worked with Giant and Michael. And now I consider Michael a really dear friend. He went up there. They did a wonderful job taking down the Big Indian. My husband and my middle daughter flew up there, spent a week. They were up during the takedown. Michael was able to lay it on a trailer and haul it off and haul it to his facility, where it did stay there for about 3 months, doing some refurbishments to him. I know when they had taken him down, the top of the headdress had some holes in it and there was rain getting inside, and so they actually replaced the fiberglass, repainted him, and then distressed him to make him look old like he is. I know up there he stood for 49 years, so it was really important for me that we save him. I felt like he was again a work of art and historical piece that needed to be saved, and I know that now he would technically be qualify for a historical monument, and so we wanted to bring him here and let a new set of onlookers and travelers enjoy him just like that they did up on the Mohawk Trail. I cannot tell you the impact that the Giants have had. Those are what get people to slow down in Vinita, and we hope that the food gets them to enjoy a little time here and spend some money here. But we definitely have enjoyed seeing travelers from across the world enjoy making memories, taking photos, and telling people about the Giants.
Hundreds of you tune in each week to American Giants on YouTube, exploring the fascinating history of these fiberglass icons. But did you know there's a way to watch more and support our work at the same time? On the American Giants Patreon page, we take you deeper into the world of the roadside giants. Dive into detailed histories, vintage photos, and exclusive videos you won't find anywhere else. Get access to rare documents, original sales catalogs, and the latest Muffler Man news. Plus, enjoy a complete list of every giant ever sold since the year 2000. Perfect for the true enthusiast. Whether you're a casual fan or a diehard follower, there's something for everyone. Sign up for free or support us for even more incredible content. Join us on Patreon today and discover the Giants like never before. American Giants, where history meets the open road.